this is a character that was pulled out at mid-season invitational, all our eyes were open because of how ridiculous he is with catching you with Queen Nai's signature kit and her refusal to get knocked out in some situations. So I think that's going to help a bit here. Like we said, if there's something that you don't want to see on the opposite side of you is Fiend fighting a Lance player. But he's going to start things off here with the axe, and he's already gotten him straight to the red.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is probably his best bet is for him to actually, play as much axe as possible. Because, again, yeah, I think, well, probably should still try it just to see, but for the most part, it should be, like, just kind of assume that a lot of the people down here probably know how to play against Lance, seeing that it was so popular.
Wow.
But wow, at that, are you landing on me? First of all, you killed Queen Nai in like, record time. I got a little charge on it. She was definitely not living that. There was not even a chance. Good stuff to Vim starting off this game pretty solid.
Insane reads back to back to back, and then calling him out heavily when he tried to go for that was such a huge punish for Vimtankilo. So you got to keep that going here. That being said, Queen Nai answering back pretty solidly so far. Going to go ahead and dodge past that. Trying to catch him. Like we said before, a lot of signatures are going to come out from Fiend with this character. But he's going to have to find a different answer. He's going to sneak by with that wall touch, though, and actually walk away with the stock.
Oh,
never mind.
The wall touch. Yeah, I mean, it looked like they should have been able to walk away with the stock with the wall touch 2 times. Okay, man. Wow, what that punish? You don't normally get to see a lot of Queen Nai's Sigs get punished like that because they're so long range. This time, though, is going to find it nice. It's going to be able to clean that one up. But, yeah, this Queen Nai is definitely hurting.
Yeah, it's got a lot of room to work with here. No spear pretty much at all from Fiend, which is not characteristic to what we're used to seeing. The Qatar's coming through, but we've seen, like, as we've been seeing, the Qatars have been putting in a lot of work. Pretty committed to it, but the Qatars have not been winning out on this axe matchup so far.
Not at all. I mean, I think that's the thing, too, what you're talking about. As long as, if he can make this axe as beneficial as possible, you might not even have to worry about the, we're worried about how well y'all play against Lance. Because, yeah, the axe is doing it up right now. He is taking quite a bit of damage, and Queen Nai might start, start that fortress-type gameplay. She's definitely in yellow, so it's going to be a bit until he actually is starting to threaten the stock, but Vim is threatened.
Yeah, and that recovery's not going to be enough yet, but this has been actually very minimal amount of damage that Fiend has taken on this stock. That side is going to send him all the way out. Is he going to be able to sneak his way back on? Just tries to...
I think it was a messed up slide charge.
I definitely think that was meant to be side cancel too. Yeah, that was nowhere near to be found. He still found the knockout immediately after though, which is really good considering how they started.
And so yeah, I mean again, as I said, we're an even game as far as stocks, and the fact that Queen Nai is going to take a little bit to knock out. He's on to the Lance. Does not mean that Lance unusable. Just oh my God, what a way to steal that game, Vimtankilo. It's out of here.
Okay. All right. Well, the Lance was always still going to get the job done. He just never needed it. The axe put in so much work throughout the entirety of that. 277 done on the axe. But when the Lance finally showed up, yep, got the job done instantly. And you said it very well at the start. I didn't think we'd see another stock fly the way that we just did. But the fact that Queen Nai got knocked out that early twice,
yeah,
that's huge.
That's got to feel good for him. He's been finding charged Sigs, finding big openings like that to go ahead and take that game pretty handily. And now it's up to game 2, Vimtankilo. What's their record again?
5-0 in favor of Fiend. Woo! But Hughes was down 15-1 to Power Rangers, so. And Godly also didn't drop the tournament at all. The end of the year really changes things up, man.
Yeah. Could be something in the air right now, so. The autumn breeze or something. But either way, we got the first game going to Vim. Not looking so great here at the beginning of the second game. He is down in percentage or in damage right now, and is going to lose that stock. Now he's going to be down in stocks right here. Only got Nai in the orange.
This is where things could get really frustrating because of the inability to knock out Queen Nai sometimes. If you're able to play with a lead, you start to get that turtle gameplay coming up. Because Fiend, all he has to do is control center, put out a lot of nairs, and just keep resetting, which is kind of what he's doing right now. And it's going to force Vimtankilo to have to burst in to find an opening, and he's playing around it pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much just saw this matchup a second ago within the Asuri, except, Queen Nai's a little slower, so she's not able to, do the whole, dancing around you as good as Asuri, but it's still possible.
And it's continuing here, too. All right, well.
Okay.
For a second, I actually thought he wasn't going to get knocked out to that for a second.
Yeah, it took a little bit.
The KO power of Ogrim definitely showing its face here, because this is actually a big reason as to why that's continuing to get knockouts. Since the axe has been so on point. I have absolutely no idea how that didn't hit. That animation definitely looked like he was inside of it. I got questions.
Okay, Vim Trying to make it back to the stage real quick. I mean, the wall slip was starting to set in, but he does get hit. Trying to make it past. Okay, manages to do such. And wow, okay, managed to fight his way all the way back to stage. Took a couple of hits there, but doesn't matter. It is only going to take one recovery to pop him off the top. And now Fiend, sitting with a nice lead yet again, only in the yellow.
Yeah, let's see if, oh, okay, trying to go for a big play right there, trying to double dip, see if he can catch Fiend slip and get another knockout super early. But now you're in that territory of watching out where Fiend, once again, controls center. It happened last time. It's kind of replicating itself again here as he got back to the guitars.
Okay.
Oh, Fiend actually kind of pushing a little bit now, TK. Like before it wasn't needed. Oh, reverse hit of recovery. Oh my God! Vimtankilo putting himself in the highlight reel already. You could not have asked for a better off-stage play to get yourself back in the game.
That was, okay.
That was nasty.
Yeah,
you don't hear that term come out for me when I see Ogrim on the stream often, but that was disgusting.
I mean, that's the way that you just say, I know exactly what you're going to do. I'm going to send a message real quick. Even if I don't get this W, I'm going to at least let you know it's going to be a competition. So, wow at that. I mean, I got to give it up to Vim one more time, who has actually got himself well back into this game. Actually might be able to take it.
Yeah, he has him in ranges right now. I mean, he's been very accurate with the axe so far. Weapon Toss is going to send him out, though. Going to be looking for potentially ground pound, and Fiend sees through it. Fiend trying to go back down there, and he missed. Fiend wanted to end it right there. He assumed that he could maybe steal the game away in that position after he whipped for the ground pound. Instead, it goes in favor of Vimtankilo, who is currently up 2-0.
That's so crazy, too, because I feel like Fiend was in the position to retouch wall and then just wait for him to poke his head out from under the stage. He pushed him so far into the stage, there was like no other way he's going to be able to touch that wall outside of like the straight line to it. And so Vim, because of Fiend going a little crazy, like right here, look at that. Look how far under the stage he was. It would have been a little hard for him to actually get past him, but no, Fiend wanted to go ahead and finish that thing right there, now, and it did not work out. Sweat beads all the way at the bottom of the stage. Was no way he was coming back. Vim now up 2-0 over Fiend.
I still can't believe how hard of a read that was on that spot dodge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. I got the GCT stick. I got you, bro. Don't worry about this. We're gonna end it right now. And what was a game that seemed like it was going to Fiend? Fiend had the win condition on deck. Controlled center, got damage on, boom. That is now 3 different stocks that we've seen Vimtankilo get on really good edge guards to knock out Queen and I super early.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing too, is like, it's not, So the earlier you can knock her out, if you can get edge guards, if you can, put her out by like orange or like not even, like light red, you're efficiently taking some stocks.
Yeah, the normalcy for other matchups. Oh my God!
Bro, okay.
Stop dodging in front of me. That is the 3rd time that he has been hard red on something like that in the set.
That's like the every option, dude. It covers so much. It covers actually pretty far above him too. So it really is just a great sig altogether in this game, and he is using it to his utmost advantage. I guess the
advantage of this tournament right now is actually having a big set loss record against your opponent, because everybody who has all of a sudden make it work. But D-Light into GC, D-Light side air, going to send it back off stage, trying to cover him on the early play, getting back on. Not going to happen though. Sideline Nair going for a continuation. Very even game right now.
Yeah, very even game indeed. I mean, is he going to be able to finish his stock off though? Fiend definitely not as hurt as Vim, but Vim has been making some big plays. Big play right there actually from Fiend to go ahead and pick that one up. Takes the W with the neutral sig to go ahead and push him off the top, and not a lot of damage here on to Nye, but I have to say, man, I feel like damage really doesn't matter because Vim has just been an opportunist.
Yeah, and it's in that situation now where like Fiend has to pull out all the stops. He has to pull out the tricks like that right there to get that closeout. But now you have to continue to try and play this passive gameplay, and Vimtankilo's actually won each time. Once again, getting another one. Not going to find a knockout. Doesn't matter though. It was with extra steps. Side air finds it as he's potentially about to 3-0 Fiend.
I mean, what a way to do it, too. Again, another situation where, like, y'all heard the set count. I mean, it's been well in the Fiend's favor, but Vim is like, actually, today is the day that I take it, and I'm going to take it in dominating fashion, too. Not even like a Game 5 type, not even Game 4, if he can actually take it right now. He's like, I'm going to just take 3 games from you. I'm going to take the set, and I'm moving forward.
This is the type of stuff we normally see in winners, where everybody is rebounding after having a break. But now here, it's at the end of the year where everybody's trying to send that last change to the PR to get themselves that much higher up on the rank. And Fiend struggling a little bit. However, he's getting a few hits. He's got a lead, but every time he's had a lead, he hasn't been able to close it out first.
No, he is not, and now he's kind of struggling to get, up to the stage. Man, to do such, you see Fiend expecting maybe him to go over. Okay, another down sig. Oh, reach for it all right there.
Fiend gonna commit to the guitar, switching over, not gonna get hit by the side air, and the recovery's gonna take it in. Fiend stops the 3-0, keeps his run alive here, and gets himself to game number 4.
That, I mean, that was actually a gifted game, too. If you look at the end, he gave him the same dodge twice. So, I mean, Fiend messed up the first time, kind of turned around expecting that dodge to go past, and then, yeah, he still got another punish that forced Vim to dodge in again, and then, yeah, he just got blown up the second time. So, you see that, like, yeah, missed that one. Psych, I'm still going to get this time, too. Boom. Finishes that one off. Good stuff to Fiend, keeping himself alive. But Vimtankilo, like, very close to closing this set out.
Yeah, good call, good catch there on the double dodge in. And now Vimtankilo is going to be a little bit more pressed at the idea of trying to go for that same play, which means it's going to be easier to get those dodge reads out. And what's going to happen on that? You're going to get caught by one of those D6 from Queen Nai. So you got to be careful when Fiend decides to adjust to that as well.
Okay, hold up. Speaking of adjustments, you see Fiend trying to, oh, watch yourself. Fiend now trying to get back down to the stage. He does manage to do so 3 times in a row with those neutral airs. With Vim, oh wait, did Vim run out of steam?
Maybe it might be in that spot. That was what was it? It was like 5 or 6 straight nairs into one good recovery call. Now small Brawlhalla, that's gonna get that knockout. Hey, wait a minute! No, wait!
Oh
Yo.
man!
Okay, all right. Now if Fiend has woken back up, and I think you might be right, that gas mileage is coming to a short close at the moment for Vimtankilo.
Yeah, I mean I don't know what, like, he is definitely hurting right now. Can't find a gas station anywhere around, and he's already in the tank is on E, man. He's gonna have to figure something out here. Because this is not what it looked like in these first, honestly, 3 games.
No, I mean, for a second there, it looked like we were going to see a 3-0, especially after the plays we saw off stage from Vimtankilo, and now he's got to find his own ways around it. He is waking up a bit. Neutralites can at least send him back off, but the weapon toss won't be enough still to close it out.
Okay, doesn't get the recovery either. Now I think Fiend's doing a better job, at least dodging in a good situation, part of the stage to avoid getting hit by those down sticks that he has been kind of destroyed by, and that's going to be enough. He can't actually touch the wall there, and so Vim, oh man, what happened?
That was actually really good too. After he went for 2 GCs in a row, it's like, wait a minute, you're getting really aggressive. I could probably get a free ground pound here, and he did, and now he has a huge lead. Like you said, what happened? Fiend is up 3 stocks to 1 currently on Vimtankilo after he was getting dominated.
Honestly, all I can say is that he's getting Qatar'd. Like, that's that's really what's happening right now. You know, when the Qatar starts to get in the rhythm, you start to get hit by everything, and all you hear are those chops. Like, yeah, it's an issue right now. Over here to the spear, though, can't take anything away from that. I just think that, you know, for the middle section of this game and what we saw, I mean, you know, the Qatars are definitely kind of activated right now. Vim looking a little lost. Might be able to just go ahead and finish this thing off with the spear, though. Not enough to take it, surprisingly.
I think that might have been Queen Nai.
Yeah.
That and many others would have been knocked out, and that could have gotten Fiend into territories where Lance could steal the game away. He still has him right now. He's going to get... Ooh, that just like did a little trim on the back of her hair. Just missing out on that recovery.
Definitely trying to point him out right there. When just needed to go a little lower. That's still not going to do enough from across the stage. I think it's because he was under the stage a little bit too. And so, oh man, but that's going to do it. Nice. Let me show you how to launch real quick. Hold this neutral sig, and that is it for that 4th game. Wow. I mean, look, 503 to 406, a whole 100 damage differential. But look at the Qatar damage. That guy was definitely slapping with the Qatars this time around.
Quite literally smacked him so many times to start the round and then kept going after that. And he just made him get comfortable with the idea that he needed to get a jump side air or something. Happens to all Lance players to that position. He covered it. Stage counter pick advantage does favor him at the end, though. If you're a Lance player, this is what you want, this is what you need, and this is what you're hoping for. Game number 5, Demon Island, to see if he can shut down this reverse 3-0.
Yeah, he's definitely going to need some help here, because it seems like Fiend is definitely activated, might have figured something out. This is a good start here for Vim, though. He's found quite a bit of neutral lights right there.
Apparently, he just needed to neutral light 3 times in a row, 4 times. All right, yeah, just keep doing that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it is kind of the only option we can give you right now. That is 5 successful hits, and he's about to get the stock.
Okay, back onto the stage, though. And he's still, oh, there it is, from across the stage, too. I mean, it was from the middle, but it was from the left side middle, going to the right, and that means there's just a little extra area for him, but it didn't matter. Strong hits, going to go ahead and take that stock. Hasn't taken too much damage. Hopefully, all he has to do is avoid getting red. Probably avoid that down light into the neutral sig if he ends up getting red that hard, because that is going to be the biggest punish that she can get as far as trying to take a stock.
Yeah, Vimtankilo is just constantly whip punishing right now. Oh my god. He is, I mean, he's revealed it to you in previous games. He's willing to go up there and double up on it.
Yeah.
He's going to chase you for it, but he just wasn't ready.
And I mean, why not too? I mean, like the exhaust recovery may not go as high, but it is still just as wide. So, you know, it's just covering all that area, just kind of hovering in that situation. And that worked out for Fiend, but oh, wait a minute.
All right, yeah, that's exactly what you need to get things started. 1, 2, 3 again. Oh, actually, only 2 that time, but he hasn't been hit since.
Yeah, he had the idea too. I think that turnaround was on point. Vim dodged some type of way that was actually kind of put him in that same situation, but I think the hitbox was just a little further behind him. Vim, though, is going to find that downlight recovery. Not enough to take the stock yet, but does at least get him buy some time to get a weapon.
Yeah, good coverage here because he knew that Fiend had to go in the center. Oh, Fiend with a big whip punish. Fiend actually got back into this game. This game started off with 5 neutral lights activating off of that axe. Neutral lights won't be enough. That recovery gets him away from the weapon toss. Is he going to go for the ground pound? No, he just waits for him to use all of his resources, just like the last situation, and he punishes him again there, closes it out.
Yeah, and I was wondering if he was going to go for the side air too, but I mean, that worked out too. He heard that, I mean, you could see, well, you could actually hear the sound of the neutral air starting, and so he kind of just spaced that out and then finishes off with the neutral light and gets a pretty solid lead on this slide. Look how much damage he's already added tonight. She's in the red. He's going to be out of there, though, so still got to watch out. Depending on how Fiend is able to play this last stock momentum-wise, is going to stay on the spear, so he's going to play a little safer than what probably could have happened on the guitar.
Yuka, actually, that was the worst thing you could have had happen. The axe being available, but he weapon tossed it away, so now Lances can come back out. I think the axe has been like the main win condition for Vimtankilo because this Lance has been played around pretty solidly. Let's see if he can find a way to shut it down, but Fiend's got to take advantage of this right now.
Okay, wait, Fiend. All right, stuck in the skies, managed. All right, good spacing right there. Oh, don't reach too hard. And he throws another one away, but that means the axe is available now. Manages to avoid that. It's looking a little scary for him. Oh! He did not expect for the side stick. He never did it. That was the first time he decided to throw that out. What's good? I'm here, and that is going to be enough to go ahead and take that stock. That game is going to Vimtankilo. He gets one on the board.
That was such a good hold off at the end. Like you said, down sigs, neutral sigs galore. Never once the side sig. Right on the weapon spawn.
Them breaking the loss streak against Fiend there with a very convincing showing all around. It did go to Game 5, but earlier on it was looking like something completely different. I'm going to look at these key axe plays and some Lance gameplay here that Vem pulled out to show you how you want to play that weapon in current meta, especially since we've been seeing it disappear a lot from the world's eye view. He's showing you guys how exactly you want to bring it back in. All right, it's going to be some clean stuff coming out from Vem here. And yeah, we got this first clip on the Miami Dome, coming in hot with it. Just his insane openings. I felt like a lot of the openings for this stock felt like this, where it was like, okay, I got 1 hit, I got 2 hits, and then the sidelight nair started coming in. There's 1 sidelight nair. Turns it into the down sig, and the sig reads also came out heavy throughout this entire set. So you can see that Fiend finally does come back and clap back there, but then there it is again, that down air. And if it never felt like 1 down air was enough, it felt like a down air into a down sig, a down air into another down air, a down air into a ground pound. A lot of combinations of moves coming out here. Here you can just see a quick little edge guard from Vimtankilo, puts out the down sig to bait Fiend back on stage, and the dare Sair combination comes through, and it's some really clean stuff. These were the moments that really played key here. Like I said, the down air usually went into the ground pound on stage and off stage. Putting Fiend in a really pressured spot, goes for the recovery, the down air, and then the down sig comes out at the bottom of the map. He was using his sigs excellent. You even saw it at that last occasion there where he brought out a sig he hadn't used before, and it still worked out pretty well for him. You can see another situation here where he has the Lance, switches out for the Axe, gets the sidelight nair, turns that into an N-Sig, and even though they're both fresh here, like I said, it's the openers that we really saw. You can see a fresh stock here for both of them, and watch what happens to Fiend's stock by the end of it just off of these interactions. 1 N-Light, 2 N-Light, Fiend rushing back into the fight, never gets enough of it, 3 N-Lights, and now all of a sudden your Queen Eye is playing on this back foot here. Like, how many of those are you going to eat before you realize, all right, maybe I had too many of these, I'm full now. Continuing on that last stock, look at the HP again. Queen Knight starting off fresh on that white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, and then channeling it into more hits. Same situations as before. Vimtankilo just kind of had that momentum shift on Fiend. Fiend trying to clap back consistently, trying to get that attack in. It just couldn't find a window. Vimtankilo is going to take it if you keep giving him that kind of free reign on the map.
All right, guys, we are back. Man, Rimby said he couldn't get enough, bro. He loves neutral air, bro.
So, yo, I'm gonna eat all these. Like, all right, maybe you should not. Like, bro, your teeth are getting knocked out, bro. You gotta stop eating them. You really need to. Yeah. But man, what an incredible performance from Vimtankilo.
Oh, for sure.
Like we said, it's not easy.